Coming up on this episode of WJMH Reports, see how a staff member at John Marshall was recognized at the county level.
Then find out which Marshall County robotics teams are headed to Texas for World Finals.
Finally, see how the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra incorporates culture in their performances.
That and more starts right now on the final episode of WJMH Reports for the 2024-2025 school year.
Welcome to this edition of WJMH Reports. I'm Audrey Ferguson.
And I'm Emma Straight.
2 faculty members at a local high school were recognized at the county level and will be moving on to the state level. Here's WJMH reporter Abby Korngiver with our top story.
John Marshall High School's business and marketing teacher Megan Pintus was recently awarded Teacher of the Year at the county level. Through her CTE class, she teaches her students to run their own business through selling food at the Monarch Market at the school and by selling clothing items to the community. Not only does Pintus teach her students the important aspects of running a business, but also lifelong skills like communication, good hospitality, and time management.
It's something different every day. So it's great that I come to work and I have a plan, but it may not always go as we plan, and so it's something new and exciting every day.
Pintus is involved in many things in the school, including being an advisor for DECA, FBLA, Life Smarts, and TSA. She was recently awarded with the Honorary Lifetime Member Award for TSA, which is an award that is given out to someone that the officers believe have made a lasting impact on West Virginia TSA. Marshall County Schools CTE Director Bob Wilson is thankful that Pintus is a part of John Marshall and Marshall County Schools.
She's always willing to help, always has a great attitude, so we're just super fortunate to have her.
The panel at the state will review applications, select and interview finalists on June 1st. The 2026 West Virginia Teacher of the Year will be announced on September 1st. John Marshall is very thankful to have Pintus and wishes her the best as she applies for the state level. Reporting from John Marshall High School, I'm Abby Korngiver with WJMH Reports.
Thanks, Abby. Along with Pintus receiving this award, Keith Panger-Wright, another faculty member at John Marshall, was awarded with Service Personnel of the Year and will also be moving on to the state level. Wright has been working at John Marshall for 4 years now as a custodian, enjoying helping to give the students and staff a clean and safe environment. John Marshall High School Principal Jason Marling and the entire staff thinks that Wright represents some of the best things at John Marshall. Wright has made receiving this award a goal since he started working here, and is grateful that he achieved his goal and will be moving on to the state level.
I'm really trying hard. I think it's something I dreamed of trying to win, and now I got the opportunity to go to Charleston. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be real excitement to me and for Marshall County.
We are so thankful to have both of these amazing faculty members at John Marshall and wish them the best of luck as they move on to the state level.
Stressed and in need of a break? Take advantage of Family Yoga on May 29th at 5 p.m. The event will take place at East End Park in Moundsville. All children attending the event must have a parent or guardian with them in order to enter. The class will be instructed by Lindsay Schooler of Happy Goat Yoga. Vice Mayor Sarah Wood Shaw hopes kids and their families come together and have a fun time at yoga.
We want to offer free opportunities for whether it's kids and grandparents or aunt and uncle or mom and dad to be able to come and have a fun family time together.
Again, the date for the event is May 29th at 5 p.m. at East End Park in Moundsville. There is a limited number of yoga mats at the location. If you're in need of one, please request one when you register. If you'd like to attend, please call 304-845-3300. Again, that's 304-845-3300.
The annual Marshall County Art Show took place from Tuesday, April 15th to Wednesday, April 23rd at the Grave Creek Mound Archaeological Complex. This showcase was open to the community for the chance to look at the different art from many different grade levels, including elementary, middle, and high school. John Marshall High School's Erica Anderson was given an award for the Best in Show in the high school division for her graphite drawing titled Pumpkin. She was very grateful for all the support she got.
I'd say it's fun and interesting, but it can be hard, but it's fun.
Other winners included Cameron's Devin Schrack, Moundsville Middle's Jesse Nguyen, and Hilltop Elementary School's Aubrey Gatz. People's Choice Award in the high school category went to Devin Schrack, and in the middle school division, that went to Moundsville Middle student Mariana Leitner.
John Marshall High School will be competing on the global stage in robotics for the first time in school history. In March, all 4 of the JM's robotics teams competed against the best teams in the state in Fairmont. At the end of the event, 5 awards were handed out to qualifying teams for the World Championship. John Marshall's qualifying team, George Drinks Water, which includes students Knox Wilson, Lily Bergen, and Sophie Cunningham, had the honor of winning the Design Award. This award is based on the team's engineering notebook and the build of the robot. George Drinks Water member Lily Bergen and her teammates put a lot of time and hard work into their project.
We spend a lot of time here, we're here on weekends and we're here till 7 o'clock after school. So it's just a lot of it is a lot of hard work, so a lot.
Along with John Marshall, Moundsville and Sherrard Middle Schools are also sending robotics teams to Worlds. The high school division will be in Dallas, Texas, May 6th through the 8th, while the middle school division will take place May 9th through 11th.
Marshall County Chambers of Commerce is excited to announce its 2025 summer concerts, sponsored by Moundsville Pharmacy and Marshall County Commission. Grandview Park will host the first concert from 7 to 9 p.m. on May 23rd with local buzz. Then, on June 6th, get a great view of the Ohio River as you enjoy Pocket Change at the Moundsville Riverfront from 7 to 9 p.m. And Glendale City Park will host Tumbleweed from 7 to 9 p.m. on June 20th. Other dates and locations include Cameron Volunteer Fire Department's 4th of July celebration, which will be hosted July 5th with a band to be announced, Benwood City Park on July 9th with Libby Adams from 6 to 8 p.m., and The Muddle at McMecken Riverfront 7 to 9 p.m. on July 25th. Don't forget to bring chairs, blankets, and good vibes. Coming up next, we'll take you to a recent concert held at John Marshall.
Stay tuned for that and more here on WJMH Reports.
You're watching a WJMH Media production. We're an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School, whose goal is to connect, entertain, and inform. Along with many John Marshall High School productions, WJMH Media has also worked with WTRF, the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, and the Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Audrey Ferguson.
And I'm Emma Strait.
On Thursday, April 10th, the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra visited John Marshall High School for its Cultures Crossing Young People's Concert. Every year, the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra hosts a series of concerts called the Young People's Concerts. The orchestra travels through western Pennsylvania, southeast Ohio, and the Ohio Valley in West Virginia. This year, they performed 6 concerts, and John Marshall was their third step along the way. The music director for the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra, John Devlin, has been conducting the Young People's Concert for 6 years now. Devlin still remembers when he went to a concert just like this one as a kid, and he wants other children to feel the music the same way he did.
It's so beautiful to have 60 members of the orchestra on stage making beautiful music together, and I hope that the children felt the power of that, as well as the stories that we've told today about music from all over the world coming together here in the United States.
Each of the songs that the orchestra performed throughout the show were focused on a different culture and story. The kids were given passports and were told to imagine that they were on a big, musical airplane, with Devlin being the pilot and storyteller. One of Devlin's favorite compositions was by Michael Thomas Fumai, whose work was based off of The Legend of Maui.
So we heard the story of voyagers that came from Tahiti using the stars to follow a journey to find their new home. That's one of the most beautiful ones that I love that we told the kids today.
The concert ended with a composition by Lin-Manuel Miranda and a roaring applause from all the schools in attendance. John Marshall is lucky to be a stop on the Young People's Tour, and it's the hope that the concert inspired the musicians of tomorrow.
The Ogden Newspaper Wellness Weekend is returning to Wheeling this Memorial Day weekend. The Wellness Weekend consists of many races, including a half marathon, a 5K, and races for kids. This year, the weekend also consists of the dog walk, called Rovers on the River. The event takes place beginning 7:15 a.m. on Saturday, May 24th, and 7 a.m. on Sunday, May 25th. Race Director Eric Anderson hopes the races helps everyone have fun and a safe weekend.
Often on the half marathon and the tough as nails, you're going to be challenged because they're not easy, and as well as the 5K, and that's. But we just want people to have a good time and be safe in doing it.
To see a full list of events and schedules for the races and events, visit ogdenwellnessweekend.com. You can also register for the races and events by visiting ogdenwellnessweekend.com.
The Ohio Valley Reptile Expo recently visited the Highland Sports Complex for an Easter weekend event. The expo was hosted over the course of 2 days and brought a wide variety of reptiles and different animals. This event also brought the opportunity to bring a pet home. From spiders, lizards, alligators, axolotls, there was no animal that couldn't grab your attention. The main goal for owner of Instant Innovations, Gregory Stanko, is to open the world of science to all people, also to offer a different perspective on reptiles.
This is a great event for all people that are interested in science, nature, reptiles, insects, anything like that of the natural world, and it brings together people of all different ages, and there's just a little bit of something for everybody here.
The event offered knowledge and many opportunities to learn about the natural world, and even take home a souvenir. The sports complex couldn't have been a better place to host, as it offered plenty of space.
John Marshall's Youth Leadership Association recently attended the 68th Annual Youth and Government Trip in Charleston, West Virginia. These students showed leadership, dedication, and commitment by attending. YG consists of 3 main branches: judicial, legislative, and executive, as well as other roles such as page, press, and lobbyist. Students in the judicial branch served as both Supreme Court justices listening to oral testimonies, as well as attorneys standing for their own cases. The YLA legislative branch gives opportunity to write bills, serve in committees, then debate and pass bills in House or Senate, while the executive branch oversees all activities and provides guidance on legislation. Official officer and program coordinator Alicia Ridenour loves seeing the confidence YG gives students.
Most of the students that you've seen here, when they first come, they are very, very shy. And you'll notice as the weekend goes on, they come out of their shell, they start asking questions.
John Marshall's own Sarah McBee held office as president of Senate, where she was responsible for preserving order and decorum in the Senate chamber, presided over Senate proceeds, and made initial ruling on questions of procedure. During the event, Sarah was elected governor. A special thanks to those who participated.
National Technical Honor Society, or NTHS, is a nonprofit student organization for students in career and technical education classes. John Marshall High School's chapter recently held an induction ceremony for incoming NTHS members. WJMH reporter Angelina Hott has more on that.
John Marshall's chapter of NTHS has been welcoming eligible students since 2015 and has inducted nearly 500 students over the past years. In order to get inducted into NTHS, students must meet the following qualifications. You must be a secondary student in CTE classes. You must have missed 5 or less days of school in the past semester. And you must have a cumulative 3.0 GPA or higher. JM Broadcasting student Ash Roth was inducted at this ceremony and is very excited to be part of the National Honor Society.
It's definitely an honor to me, I'd like to say. Yeah, I'm absolutely honored and I love to be here.
Being inducted into NTHS is a very big honor and is something members should be very proud of, as it is an outstanding student achievement. John Marshall High School NTHS advisor Laura Van Est believes that NTHS is so important for students to be a part of. However, her favorite part is meeting and interacting with the students.
Really getting to see them shine in their career choice. It's really a great opportunity to get to know the different students throughout the building and see their talents.
As a member of NTHS, students are able to meet and talk with industry leaders. Students also have many benefits, such as scholarships, a membership kit that includes a tassel, certification, lapel pin, decal, and a diploma seal, partner discounts, and lastly, CTE portfolios. Reporting from John Marshall High School, I'm Angelina Hott.
Thanks, Angelina. We would like to say a special congratulations to all of those who were inducted at the ceremony.
Marshall County recently held the first All-for-One Resource Fair.
The event was a great opportunity to show families the various resources in Marshall County. There were over 40 nonprofit organizations offering flyers and supplies for parents to take home with information on it. Along with all the different tables there, they had snacks, games, and various activities to keep kids entertained. Russell Nesbitt Employment Service Manager Emily Doyle thinks it's important to make sure families know all of their resources.
We wanted to get all of the resources that offer services to students and their families in one place so that they could meet the people that need them the most, and so that we could offer a fun environment for people to learn about things that might help them and their families now or in the near future.
Some of the resource tables available for the families included school-based mental health, Marshall County Rise Against Substance Prevention, Crisis Responder, Northern Panhandle Head Start, and teen dating. The teen dating table wanted to raise awareness about domestic abuse and unhealthy relationships. Not only is it important for teens to be aware of these dangers, it is important for them to have the resources to avoid these unhealthy relationships. Marshall County's teen dating advocate, Rebecca Wolf, believes the resource fair was very helpful for parents and teens.
I think the resource fair is important so the community knows what type of help and what type of resources are here in Marshall County, because there's a ton. And it just gets the information out there.
The event was a huge success, and many parents have a better understanding of all the resources and help there is for them if they ever need it.
If you're interested in going to this fair, you can keep an eye out, as the organizers of the event are hopeful to bring it back year-round.
Coming up, WJMH anchor Angelina Hott will sit down with a teacher here at JM who is helping make a difference in the community.
WJMH Reports will return after this break.
Marshall County Schools is currently accepting applications for substitutes in the following categories: aide, bus driver, cook, custodian, secretary, and teacher. Get more details about the openings at mcsjobs.net. Interested? Apply at mcsjobs.net.
Welcome back to WJMH Reports. I'm Angelina Hott. Game Changer is a student-led group speaking up about substance misuse. Joining me now is John Marshall's Game Changer coach, Tim Jones. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
What are your responsibilities as the coach?
So it is student-led, so I kind of take a seat back, but as far as being the coach, I kind of just give the kids a direction of where we're headed, kind of ask for ideas that they might have. Do we want to set up a booth, or are we going to speak to another school? What activities do you have? I kind of just garner some questions for them, and then kind of send them in a direction that they want to go with their ideas and their activities.
What is the importance of Game Changer?
Game Changer is very important for a number of reasons. One, it's for the students, for the members of Game Changer. They're learning vital speaking skills that can lead into other areas, whether it be college or their career choices. So they get the nervousness out of the way, and they're able to speak in front of each other first, and then larger crowds, of course, and that helps with their social skills. But it's also important on a broader scale because they get to explain why they make healthy choices in life. They get to show that to everyone else, and also teach others about the misconceptions about drugs and other alcohol in school. For instance, just for a quick example, most students think that everyone is vaping, when in reality the truth is only a small percentage are. So kind of broadcasting those misconceptions and showing the truth, and then again leading into, you know, what they do with their lives and why they decide to make healthy choices, which can promote that, especially to the younger ones, can promote that thought process of making healthy choices.
What do the students gain from being a part of Game Changer?
So again, the social skills, and then also they find a way to build their own community, if you will, you know, of reaching out to others, reaching out to the school and to the community and other schools, and kind of letting their voice be heard.
Where can someone hear from the Game Changer group?
So there's a website, and then locally within our school, you'll see next year we have big plans. We have we're working on a video. The students are working on a video now that will be broadcast at football games. We have a podcast starting now. A couple of the students are starting their own podcast in my room, which is kind of neat. And then other ideas have come up, you know. So you're going to really start to see it show up in school settings, whether it be sports or other functions that we have here.
How can a student join Game Changer?
It's really easy. You can reach out to me. My email is timothy.jones@K12. You can ask students around the school. We have about 17 members right now, and we're always looking for new members. We do have sign-ups during lunch that we're kind of targeting freshmen, incoming freshmen, and sophomores for next year. We like to keep it the younger crowd coming in to get some new fresh faces. But yeah, you can reach out to me or just ask around, and somebody will direct you to me. And we'll get you signed up. There's really not a big process. If you're interested, you can come to a meeting with us and sit in, and if you decide you want to join, you're more than welcome.
And what is your favorite part about being the coach?
It's neat to see the progression that the team has made from the start. When their very first training, they had to get on stage and they were all nervous and could barely speak. And then it progressed to where, you know, it just became more comfortable, and their public speaking skills that they've developed. And then for them to see, when we have our beginning of the year and end of the year survey throughout the school, for them to see the misconceptions that everyone has, to actually see that data and kind of interpret that, it's kind of an eye-opener for them, and it's neat to see them kind of say, oh, well, that's really neat, and it, you know, gives them the motivation to want to do more, you know. So and then the ideas, of course, they come up with way more ideas than I ever could, you know. So it's neat to see them kind of collaborate and then go on their own and break it up into different areas that, you know, or activities that they want to, you know, pursue, I guess.
Well, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
For more information or to donate or just simply join the group, you can visit GameChangerUSA.org. Again, that's GameChangerUSA.org. Coming up after the break, we'll share which JM athlete recently hit a big milestone in her sport. Stay tuned. WJMH Reports will return after this break.
Welcome back. We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Audrey Ferguson.
And I'm Emma Strait.
Joining us for sports and entertainment news is WJMH anchor Angelina Hott.
Thanks, Audrey and Emma. Recently, Ogilvie hosted a multitude of activities for families to attend as part of their Easter Family Weekend. WJMH reporter Morgan Carlin attended the event and has more.
The weekend included a treasure hunt at the Good Zoo, breakfast with the Easter Bunny and an Easter buffet in the Glessner Auditorium, an On the Bunny Trail Easter egg hunt at the Schrader Center, and the 97th annual Easter sunrise service at the Ogilvie Amphitheater. Guest services manager at the Good Zoo, Shauna Cook, believes that the Easter Family Weekend is a great way to showcase what the park has to offer as they head into the warmer months.
It is a huge weekend for us. It starts our year off hopefully on the right foot, as long as the weather cooperates and the guests come in. As long as the weather is nice, the guests will come, and that kind of kicks us off for the year to get us started with rolling with all of our activities.
The Good Zoo alone estimates 3,000 guests attended the event over the weekend. Cook emphasizes that the event is a great chance not only for families to celebrate the holidays, but also to spend quality time together.
It is a great opportunity for all of the families to come and create lasting memories that should keep their families coming back year after year, as we hope.
Following the event, the concessions, the trains, and the Jumbo Jumper attraction will remain open on Fridays and Saturdays until the summer season at the zoo. Reporting from Ogilby's Good Zoo, I'm Morgan Carlin with WJMH Reports.
Thanks, Morgan. If you would like more information about upcoming summer events around Ogilby, you may check out their website under the events calendar at ogilby.com. Again, that's ogilby.com. John Marshall High School is hosting an art contest and are looking for art submissions. WJMH reporter Paige Galloway has more.
John Marshall High School is looking for talented students to enter its art contest. Students are encouraged to enter this contest with any John Marshall-related artwork they have made. Pieces have to be original. JM Principal Jason Marling encourages all students to take part.
I'd love for kids to participate. Don't think that your project is too small to enter. Whatever people want to submit, we'll take, and if it's good enough, we'll display it.
Any student is able to enter with 2D or 3D pieces. Although the school had planned to have all entries submitted in April, administrators still urge students to enter this now. Artworks should exhibit craftsmanship, effort, and care. JM counselor and former art teacher Sonia Holliday knows the talent JM students possess.
We know that we have a lot of creative students who maybe don't get to utilize that time in an art class per se, but they still want to share their work and share what they do. So I was really pleased to see that we had a number of students who took advantage of this opportunity.
Over 20 artworks have been submitted already from different students here at John Marshall.
Thanks, Paige. To enter, you can scan the QR code placed around the halls of JM. John Marshall High School senior captain Anna Kubik recently achieved a huge milestone on the girls lacrosse team. During a game against Jefferson County, Kubik scored her 100th career goal. This is the first time in John Marshall history that it has been done. While this was a challenging goal to achieve, Kubik never felt alone.
I would say, again, my teammates, they are my biggest supporters, but also my mom. She pushes me to be better and lets me know that she's always in my corner.
The girls lacrosse team recently finished their regular season in first place. Kubik led the team to hold a 6-0 record in their division. With this help, the team made it through the second round of playoffs, where they will hold a playoff game the second week of May. Recently, the Strand Theater held auditions for Strand's Got Talent. Kids and adults of all ages were asked to send either a video or do an in-person audition. Judges for the auditions were looking for a variety of factors such as talent and skill level, as well as character, charisma, and the personality which they showcase while they are performing. Those who advance from auditions will move on to main performance, which typically has a turnout of 150 to 170 people. Strand Theater Board member Justin Jones enjoys this event each year.
The Strand's Got Talent offers another opportunity for community members of all ages to be able to showcase a skill or a passion that they have and share that not only for themselves as an opportunity to perform, but also to have the chance to win some prizes that go along with supporting their talents.
Jones and the Strand would like to thank all the contestants who have participated through the auditions and also the sponsors for the prizes, which include the City of Moundsville, Arts and Culture Commission, the Green Tab, and the 69-79 alumni class of John Marshall High School. Strand's Got Talent will be held on Friday, May 9th at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6:30. Tickets are $15 for adults, $12 for students in grades K through 12, and children 5 and under are free. Tickets can be purchased online at strandtheaterwv.com, at Frame and Fortunes on Jefferson Avenue, or at the door. On Saturday, May 3rd from 6 to 8 p.m., St. Vincent de Paul Parish Hall in Wheeling West Virginia, will host the 11th annual Mother May I Have This Dance. At this event, you can enjoy dancing, a DJ, chance auction, door prizes, hors d'oeuvres, and crafts. Tickets are $50 per mother-son couple and $10 for each additional son. Tickets are available for purchase at motherson2025.eventbrite.com. For more information, you can contact Jamie Robinson at 304-232-5600 or Jamie at ocfrn.com. Again, that number is 304-232-5600. You can also contact her at jamie at ocfrn.com.
Thanks, Angie. Coming up next, learn how the class of 2025 is preparing for the end of its high school career at John Marshall High School.
Stay tuned. That, plus This Week in Pictures, is coming up next.
Marshall County Schools is currently accepting applications for substitutes in the following categories: aide, bus driver, cook, custodian, secretary, and teacher. Get more details about the openings at mcsjobs.net. Interested? Apply at mcsjobs.net.
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Audrey Ferguson.
And I'm Emma Strait.
With the end of the school year just around the corner, the class of 25 is preparing for graduation. WJMH reporter Jacob Boyette has more.
Spring is always the busiest time of the school year, and with graduation less than a month away, John Marshall High School's graduating classes' calendars are full. The class of 25 will walk across the stage on May 16th, but there's lots to do before then. On May 5th, the school will hold its senior picnic. Seniors will be excused from class for music, food, and games to celebrate the end of their academic journey. The last special event for the graduating class will be the Senior Dinner Dance, which will be held on May 13th. This is a special dance that gives the senior class one last chance to be together and celebrate themselves and their friendships. Senior class president Kal-El Hill is looking forward to each of these events, and even more so for graduation.
I'm really excited to see all my classmates pass that bar that is so important in life and getting a job, and I'm just really excited to see how much our classes flourish.
On May 16th, the graduating class will proudly claim their diplomas and turn their tassels at Monarch Field at 7 p.m. Students will be going to college, getting jobs, enlisting in the military, and going down many more paths. Hill is eager for the next chapter and thankful for how John Marshall has shaped him.
It's just a really wonderful school to be at, and I've really enjoyed my time here. And I am ready to move on to college, but I'll always remember my time being a Monarch. Roll Pride.
We at WJMH Reports are excited for our next steps and are thankful to our school for the opportunities it has presented for us. From everyone at WJMH Media and from the John Marshall High School senior class of 2025, Roll Pride.
Thanks, Jacob. Be sure to go to Monarch Field on May 16th to support the graduating class. If you can't make it in person, tune into our live broadcast of the ceremony on WJMH Media's YouTube page.
Now let's take a look at this week's Week in Pictures. These pictures consist of behind-the-scenes sneak peeks of WJMH Media working hard throughout this past school year to bring the local events to you.
Those behind-the-scenes pictures really put into perspective how much we do here at WJMH Media. It's a bittersweet moment that this is our last show before we pass it on to the next class.
Well, I'm sure it's in good hands. The WJMH class of 2026 actually helped write a good amount of the stories, including today's show. They did an amazing job, and I can't wait to see what they do at WJMH Reports in the upcoming school year.
This will be our last show. However, we will be live streaming the 2025 John Marshall High School commencement ceremony on Friday, May 16th. If you can't make it to the Monarch Stadium that night, you can watch our live production on the WJMH Media YouTube channel.
Stay tuned to our social media pages as we'll continue to keep you updated throughout the summer. Also, tune in next school year for new episodes of WJMH Reports.
We'd like to thank our loyal viewers for tuning in, and not only today's show, but for following us this past school year as we took over WJMH Reports.
We'd also like to thank WLU-TV and Xfinity for airing WJMH Reports.
Finally, we'd like to thank our fellow WJMH seniors, who you don't always see, but are always working hard behind the scenes to make our show a success. This includes Director Morgan Carlin, Technical Director Abby Korngiver, Audio Technician Jacob Boyette, Camera Operators Charles Applegarth and Paige Galloway. For Emma Straight, Angelina Hott, and everyone here at WJMH Media, I'm Audrey Ferguson. Thanks for watching and have a great day.